Hey, what's going on? Shout outs to my new subscribers. This is Kevin Kelly. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about what is happening with this whole alleged pregnancy between Cynthia G and Robert Perkins, the nigga with tattoos. Now, throughout this whole scandal, if you want to call it that, a lot of things have been revealed. Things that we already know. But like I keep telling you guys, nature never lies. It never does. Nature always tells the truth, okay? So I keep saying, observe, to sit back and watch people. Now, I want to introduce you guys to something. If you haven't seen it yet, I got this from BGS Ibmore. Shout outs to BGS. I like his channel. You might not be able to read this, but I'll read it to you. Now, this is a post from some female on January 6th, and it's saying that black people are matriarchal in nature. America is a patriarchy at its finest. We will never win unless we understand this. Your family most likely had your mama, big mama, tanti, ma, tanti, etc. at the helm. And the family thrives when they listen to their women. Now, here's the juicy part. A man can never lead my home. He can only support me as I strategize. A man's role in my home is to support and execute the plans I have thought out. A man cannot be the sole decision maker. You will not lead me to destruction simply because you have a penis and a body that is physically brawnier than mine. I come with intuition, foresight, and the ability to create worlds from my mind. You come with the ability to lift heavy things, earn more money than I can simply because you are a man and you have the stamina to physically work harder than me. I am the architect, you are the laborer. Now, this is what this female said. I'm getting to my point. Now, another female posted this. This female said, Dan, I would never be so bold as to let my husband know I thought like this. You get what she says? She would never be so bold to let her husband know that this is what she's thinking. Because this is what most women are thinking. I really want to say all. But you have to give room for the benefit of the doubt. So I'll just say most. This secret shouldn't get out. This secret shouldn't get out. What she's saying is you should stay on code. Females have a code. You know when females get on each other about, her best friend, one girl's best friend having sex with her best friend's ex-boyfriend? Because even though, you guys broke up, she doesn't want her sister or her friend or anybody close to her to fuck with you. Even though you're not together. It's a code that they have. That's one example of the unwritten code. Or the unwritten code of, black men not being able to call out black women on their bullshit. It's women all across the board, but we're dealing with black women right now. But it's just women, period. No, that's not it. That's not it. Forgive me. That's not it. It's the unwritten code that women do not call out other women on their bullshit. Just like with this R. Kelly thing going on, Taraji P. Henson and Debrat and Erykah Badu called out some of these females on their bullshit, and the feminists and a lot of other females got on them because how dare you betray the code? We should stick together as women. We should not call out each other because we are not each other's enemies. We should band together and go at the men. That's what this chick is saying. I prefer, let me continue. I prefer the facade of patriarchy because it's a man's world. But make no mistake, I am not allowing a man to lead me unless their plan is better than mine. Until then, let them appear to be leading. When you post stuff like this, men will turn away from the best sisters. I am against her posting this. Now, the reason why she's against posting it is because she is letting the cat out the bag. Shh. You can't say that. Remember the code. Remember the code. Shh. Now, how does this tie into the whole Cynthia G thing? Let me see if I can find that. Please don't tell me I lost it. Okay, here it is. This is a post from a video I was watching. And it is saying here, I actually like Cynthia G. Be careful who you call a friend. I could tell when they used to do videos together that old girl was a phony follower. Why is she saying this? Allegedly, that's the female Star Cookie who exposed Cynthia G. Now, even though she exposed Cynthia G, this female here, and I've seen many other females, they came on my channel defending Cynthia G, all that type of shit. But this female here, this is just one of the many. This female here, by her saying, be careful of who you call a friend, what she is saying here is she's more concerned that this female broke the code of exposing Cynthia G, because this female here knows that Cynthia G is a hypocrite. She knows that Cynthia G drags men under the bus all the time, calling people beta male coons and all this shit, talking down to black men as if they're worth nothing. And then she goes to procreate with one of the same guys that she calls a beta male coon. I'm not calling him a beta male coon. I don't know him personally. But she describes beta male coons. And that dude fits the description. And she went and fucked with that dude. Now, they're free to have sex with each other. I don't care. People are calling out the hypocrisy. But this chick here, she's ignoring the hypocrisy. She's calling out the girl for not being a so-called true friend. In other words, she's calling her out for breaking the code. Just like this chick here. Just like this chick here was calling out the first girl who spoke about men not being leaders. She's calling her out for breaking the code, which is why she said this secret should not get out. I responded here. Let me see where my post is. I said, nah. Her friend revealed how much of a hypocrite Cynthia G is. I thank her for what she did. It's not about watching who you call friends. It's about watching your mouth and stop judging people when you know you're doing worse or the same. Fuck out of here. She responded here by saying, I guess, but I still rock with Sin. That Cheryl chick is garbage for trying to expose her. So she's doubling down that she supports Cynthia G for being a hypocrite, but she's condemning the Star Cookie girl for breaking the code. No, you shouldn't break that code, is what she's saying. You don't call out another female. It doesn't matter how much she's being hypocritical. It doesn't matter how wrong she is. You shouldn't call her out. You shouldn't call her out. Shout out to Nicole from Nicole's View. You know, that chick seems like 100%. You know, she calls out a lot of these females on their bullshit. She's been doing it with the Bill Cosby and the R. Kelly thing. You know, I think she's fair and balanced. I don't know if she's going to surprise me and turn on black men in the future, but it doesn't seem like she's about that. She looks like a real one. She seems like a real one. Right? That chick, Kimberly Fraser, I haven't watched too much of her videos, but she seemed like she's on the right path too. So I'm not going to say it's all females out here, but a lot of them, they are on that code. And I'm seeing that right here with this whole Cynthia G, Robert Perkins scandal. Men, I'm telling you guys, you're not dealing with fair ones. You're not. They're out here criticizing you left, right, and center. I've told you guys many times. I've told you guys many, many times. Nature never lies. And the ones who are doing the accusing are normally the ones who are doing the bullshit. They're normally the guilty ones. Just watch these women. They are the ones who perpetrate all of this gender war for nothing. They are a distraction. They are they are the main reason, I think, why the black community is not progressing. Because they bicker and they argue and they point fingers and accuse and accuse and accuse for no reason, just causing chaos. I've told you guys, if you read the Bible, especially the book of Proverbs, it tells you that the female is the agent of chaos. If the story of Adam and Eve is real, that guy was in paradise until a female came and turned it upside down. The Bible speaks about women moving from house to house gossiping. Just look in our society. Wendy Williams, Tasha K, Lovely T, all these gossiping chicks, the Shade Room, Lipstick Alley, and what is it doing? Causing confusion and chaos. You don't have to like what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is true. That's what these females are doing. Pointing fingers, calling out men for all sorts of shit when their shit stink. And it stink even worse. And they're trying to cover it up by calling out other females. Whether these females are being hypocritical or not, or they're calling each other up because they're mad at each other, I'm glad they're exposing each other. So we can see the bullshit. So we can smell the shit. And see where the true problem is coming from. Where the true chaos is coming from. It's coming from that side. Anyway, I'm out.